Hi and welcome. Today I'm going to be filming a haul from the Paper and Ink Boutique in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. It is one of the many Canadian scrapbooking stores, and they have great customer service and lots of great products. So if you've never heard of them, and you can order from the US as well as Canada and other parts of the world, but especially if you're Canadian and you don't want to deal with importing fees and things like that, I really highly recommend checking them out. I will leave their information linked below. They have an annual, I guess it's an anniversary sale for when their store has been open. They also have regular weekly, sometimes monthly sales as well, especially around holidays. They do demo deals. They have Facebook Lives on Saturdays, showing their new products, and often they have prizes. And yeah, so they have some really fun stuff. Definitely worth checking out this store and their Facebook page if you're interested. And now I'm going to show you some of the things I purchased before and during the sale. So I'm just gonna zoom out a little. All right. So first, so this was actually a couple of orders, let's say that. The first one, I got a lot, maybe I should zoom back in, there we go. A lot of really beautiful pages from the Paper Rose, I think it was more than one Paper Rose. Yes, two Paper Rose collections, the Animal Kingdom and Botanical Blooms. And I loved both of these collections so much. It was actually a bit difficult to find some of the papers, so happy that I was able to find them at Paper and Ink Boutique. And I couldn't decide which ones I wanted. I at first didn't think I would be interested in the Animal Kingdom one, but then when I saw these papers, I just thought they were so different and beautiful. The name kind of makes it seem like there's going to be like a lot of, I don't know, animal prints and that. But this page, I love the way it looks like the trees, and just think it's really beautiful. And they don't have names, they just letter. So there's like letter B, this is F, this one is F. So I just thought they were really beautiful. And then they had, I think that was the only one. Yes, so then I got a couple of pages from the Botanical Blooms, another one that they came out with that I thought was really beautiful. And Paper Rose is from Australia. And sometimes they have just such beautiful paper pads. So I just loved the size of these flowers and just the images. I thought they were really different. And that's the back side. And then I got this one, which was C. And then I got this is a Minte Basic All Occasions. Basically, these are just sentiments that you cut apart. And they had some of their Minte papers on sale. And I think that's why I grabbed this one. And I liked that it had things like First Holy Communion. That's not one that we see too often. It's like Dear Daddy, Mommy, Grandpa, Grandma, Teacher's Day, things like that. So they're kind of different ones that I haven't seen before. So I grabbed that one. And these ones, I loved this side. These were also Minte papers, The Great Outdoors. I just really loved this side. I do like the map side. I mean, it's nice. But I loved, like, I bought it for this, and I bought two because I just thought they were so beautiful. No project ideas yet for this one or for the other ones. Sometimes when I get new papers like this, it takes me a while to be able to come to terms with using them. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with those yet. And then I got some other items. So sorry for the noise. They had their Lawn Fawn and Honeybee also on sale. So I got the Lawn Fawn, the cocktail add-on. I thought that was really cute. I don't have the big cup one yet, so looking for that. And then I got a thank you. Merci is thank you in French. And so I got that one. I work at a French immersion school and have a few friends who speak French, so I thought that was cute. thought I would give that a go. And let me take a look in case people are wondering for prices. So the Paper Rose papers were, they don't have the discounts. They only have it at the end. So I'm not sure what everything came out to be. Sorry about that. So they had like, I think it was 2 different discounts. Sometimes they'll have like 1 discount for one item and something different for another. These I know are 40% off because they still have their honeybee on for 40% off. I really liked this because it had like prayers, blessings, praying, blessed. I don't always find a lot of religious stamps or stamps that have Bible verses or things like that. So I like that this had 2 verses on the bottom, and then it had some religious sentiments. That was really different, and I really like that. Okay, and then the other honeybee was this wedding set. I have looked at this set many times, slight variations from different companies, and I keep going back and forth. So I finally cracked and ordered it. It was $23.50 less 40% off. So what is that? 4, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. It's probably around $10 off. Something like that. So $11 off. So that's not bad for a die set. I think honeybee dye is expensive here. I don't know if they're like that in the States as well. But they are, I think it's because they are probably made in Canada or in the States. That might be why. A lot of times when they're a bit pricier, it's because they're made exclusively in the USA. This one, it's called Rabbit Hole. It was in their last chance section. So it was in their, I believe, it was in their clearance. Yeah, so it was already marked down to $28.17, and that's for the Stamp and Die. And basically, I love most things Alice in Wonderland, and this is very different than anything else I have already in my collection. Love this especially. I think this was basically what sold me on it. I just thought it was so beautiful. So I can't wait to do something with that. And then here is the Paper Rose Botanical Balloons. Actually, I'm just gonna cut the top. So they don't come in like a glued pad. They come separate sheets, which I actually really like. Then you don't have to cut anything off. So that's the collection, and it is just gorgeous. And you may need to go back and get the whole paper pad. I was trying to restrain myself, but it is really, really pretty. I know there's so many floral collections, but this one just really, I don't know, struck me. And then I think that's the repeating. Yeah, so 2 of each, I believe. Oh, 3 of 12. Wow, that's great. So great because they give you lots to work with. Okay, I have to make some really pretty cards with those. Something that definitely emphasizes the pattern paper. So those were kind of my bigger paper purchases. And then during their anniversary specials, every day they had a different special. So I think I purchased on most of the days, and they sent this really beautiful thank you card to me for buying things, I guess for buying with their store, but also because it was their anniversary week. I know, it's a big box. Okay, so, oh, and they also sent, let's see, they also sent these, which I thought that was really pretty. This is from, oh my gosh, Alchemy of Art. So let me see if I can, there, Alchemy of Art. And they've got by Carolina Bukowska. I don't know if you can see that. Let's see. So that's what they sent. So this was like a little thank you. So could use those for like card fronts or for some junk journaling. Really like that. It's really beautiful. Especially this one. I love that. Or some albums. That's really beautiful too. I don't have anything that's close to like this. And oh, this is, oh wow, it's like very Alice in Wonderland. Love that. And then this was also part of their thank you. So that was really great. I've never seen that company before. And then this is a Minte cut apart page. So that's really beautiful. They're from Poland. They have some really beautiful papers in that as well. Okay, so one of the days they did a bunch of 49 Market, and I was looking at this summer porch. That's the back. I'm not going to take all the pages out. I'll give you a look. If you like 49 Market, you may have already seen this collection. But this is the 6x8, and I was looking for more 6x8 pages because I want to be making some more mini albums, and this is kind of the perfect size, I think. So I thought, and I just really loved some of the colors, like the blues in that. A lot of times the summer ones are really bright. I liked how these ones were a bit darker, so I thought it was different. So I got that, and there are 24 sheets, so that's a lot. It's quite a bit. And then, let me put this to the side. They also, I wanted to grab more things from that collection, but things kind of sold quickly. I grabbed some of their acetate pages, or pieces. So this is the Willow acetate assortment. I've never really worked with acetate die cuts before. And I just thought they would be really pretty because they're just green and leaves and butterflies and stuff like that. So that could be used for most things. And also, let me see my other. And then I got the big picture album kit. Let me see if I can zoom out a bit so you can see that a bit better. So I have never tried or used one of these, and it comes from the album cover and the papers, 12 single-sided printed papers, 9 sheets of laser cut elements, 2 sheets of matte chipboard adhesive backed, and 15 pieces of die cut ephemera. So it comes with a lot, and I thought, I've never tried one of these. Might as well give it a try. Even the box is beautiful. Like, look at this. And then I believe that they give you the instructions. Yeah, so here, this is all the details of how to put the whole thing together, which is pretty incredible. And I figured this would be so great for one of those days where I feel like making something, but I don't feel like using my brain or coming up with something to do. So I just thought it's so beautiful. And this, it's called the Wherever line, and I like that it could be travel, but it also could be just, you know, something you went and did. So I thought that was cool to try, and it was a really good price. So regular price here in Canada, this would be $68, and I believe it was 40% off. So that was really great price. I'm gonna double check, because sometimes they show the price, but no. Yeah, I think it was 40% off, something like that. It was a massive discount. The discounts this week, it's way more than usual. Elizabeth Craft Designs, they had some of their items on discount, so I was kind of eyeing these. Every year I go through this where I say, you don't need more Christmas things because you don't use them enough for the season. And I still have a big box of Christmas stuff. And here I am, purchasing 2 more Christmas items. So these are like big ornaments. Like if you look at the size of my hand, they're quite large. Let me see. So that's about it's almost 5 inches across. Yeah, it's close to 5 inches right across with the outside die. And then you can turn that into an ornament, or you can just use the circle, or you can just use that center part and make that an ornament. Or you can do this. So make it into like a 3D, fold these in half and glue them together and make it into an actual 3D ornament, which I really want to try to do. This one, also an ornament. It cuts differently. So these are a bunch of different smaller pieces that folds and you attach, and it makes this beautiful ornament. So I just thought, I can't wait to give that a try. I'm pretty excited about that. I'm gonna see what's easier, using double-sided sticky paper or just glue, or I'm not sure. I'll have to play around with those a bit. And then they also had a bunch of stuff from Lawn Fawn on sale. So, oh, I missed something from 49 in Market. It was the stitching essentials. I do not have a sewing machine. I am in the process of trying to find one on Marketplace. So I thought in the meantime, if I want to add some stitching details, instead of doing it by hand, I can just use the rub-on transfers. So thought I'd give that a go. So from Lawn Fawn, I got this little guy, which was last year's little snow glow bear. Again, Christmas item. So I got the die and the reveal wheel template to go with it. And then I've been eyeing this one for a while because I don't have any sports. I only have some sporty kind of paper, and I have a die that says Go Team, but I don't have any sports themed stamps. And I have a lot of people in my life who are really big into, especially soccer, but also baseball and basketball and different sports. So I thought this would be great, and it'd be great to make coach cards at the end of the season. And that's the dies. And then this was something I didn't have. So I have the Magic Iris camera, but I don't have this part of it that attaches. It's kind of like an extra add-on. So I didn't have that, thought I'd grab it. And then they had an All in Create promo as well. So I got this die. I wanted a set of dies that were, I was looking for a set of dies that had that kind of jaggedy edge. So when this came up, I thought that's kind of cool because it's got one die that it's got the jaggedy edge, and then the one, you can use the outside one or not, but it also has a bunch of numbers. And I realized recently when I was doing a scrapbook layout that I actually did not have any of the punctuation in a smaller size. I only had it in these really big, tall, kind of narrow punctuation sizes. So I thought this is great, kind of two things that I wanted and needed. So it's got some kind of cool numbers with it as well. So that, and then they also had a promo on their inks, and I got a VersaFine Clair, one of the new colors, which was strawberry. I don't have this one. I really want, I think, almost all of the new colors. They stamp so nicely, but I'm trying to restrain myself. And then I got a few stencil, what are these called? Stencil butters by the Crafters Workshop. And again, trying to restrain myself. So I bought 4 instead of like the 8 or 10 that I wanted. So these two are brand new colors. This one's called Rose. This one's called Sage. So I just thought those are so beautiful. Even for Christmas would be great. Actually, these 4 for Christmas would be great because this would be such a nice blue for it. I think this was more of a summery color that came out, Ocean Mist. But these are some of my favorite colors right here. And I didn't have my white that I had before was more of like a sparkle white with sparkles in it, and it dried out. I only had a tiny bit left and it dried out. So I got this one, which is pearl white. Thought I would try that out. And I recently purchased their tuxedo black, so I can't wait to try all of these. I'll have to play around with some stencils. Okay, fortunately, that is everything. So anyways, I will leave their site there linked below. They also have a Facebook page, like I mentioned. And yeah, Great service, really fun to watch and to listen to when they're online. They have a lot of they even do a lot of like demo things on, I think it's Mondays or Wednesdays or something like that. And then they do demos and kind of teach you how to do things. They have classes, they all have all kinds of stuff. So check them out. And I will share some of my makes with my new items from them. Okay, have a good one. If you liked what you saw here, please like and subscribe. See ya.